Hi everybody, and welcome to another brand spanking new episode of Trip Around the Multiverse with your host, the man who it's meant to be a dig towards the commentary team, but the guys who get too emotionally invested for something that's not really that important in the long term of things. Kyle Charles and
the loser that lost her mask in the middle of a match for mystical reasons.
I don't know if that's her thing. I don't really know that much. So I was like, is that something she does? And today we'll be reviewing Wrestle Dynasty, the sequel to Wrestle Kingdom, and the sequel to Forbidden Door, kind of. Yes. Yeah.
Even though there'll be a Forbidden Door sequel to this as well.
Yeah. This is more of a Forbidden Door because it actually has like different promotions. Forbidden Door only has New Japan and AEW.
Okay. Now, I will point out that I'm going to assume Forbidden Door coming up it's going to have AEW, it's going to have New Japan, right?
Yeah.
It'll likely have Ring of Honor because you've got Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah.
Then it'll have Red Pro because
it's England.
Reasons.
Yeah.
And CMLL, maybe.
Yeah, could do.
So that'd be 5 promotions.
Hopefully it actually does that.
Yeah.
And,
well, actually, it's Red Pro because it's in the UK.
It's in the UK, yeah. So it'd be kind of weird not to do it, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, especially they got some attachments because talent has come across from World of Space been from Red Pro and Zack Sabre also, even though he's not. Yeah, and he's in Forbidden. Zack Sabre will probably he's been in the other Forbidden Door, so why wouldn't he be in this one?
He has to be at this point. And
sorry.
No,
I was going to say something by now. Do you think you're going to have Nigel McGuinness and Zack Sabre at Forbidden Door?
Maybe that would. But really, if Zack Sabre is still champion, which I doubt by that point, he's not going to lose to Nigel. But even he shouldn't lose to Nigel.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That I wasn't going to say anything about titles, right? But it's just like, oh yeah, you could have. It'll be
it makes sense. Yeah.
But, whether they decide to or not, but it's just like, oh yeah, that's something actually.
Yeah. But then I think
semi-main event just because they're both Brits. But hey.
Yeah. British legends, apparently. Well, yeah. Well, I say apparently, yeah, they are. Yeah. And before we get into our review, just like usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, sub to the YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews and all that lovely jubbly stuff. And so, Wrestle Dynasty.
Now, did you watch the pre-show matches?
Yeah, I actually watched it this time.
Oh, you watched the whole thing, yeah?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which took 7 hours, but yeah.
Jeez. I think what I do like about New Japan, I know we beefed with it previously.
Yeah.
What I do like about it is you can change the speed of you can select the match. It'll be matches, whatever, right? Because you break it down to matches. And then if I'm just watching the entrance, I'll just change to 2 times speed, and then I'll put it on normal speed when the match starts.
Yeah.
And it just saves so much time rather than if I were to just skip it.
Yeah.
You know how far you kind of gauge where you skip it, but you don't know how much you've skipped.
Yeah.
And there might have been information that'd be dropping during the intros that you should know, but you're going to sit down for a 5-hour pay-per-view. You want to shave as much time as possible. So.
Yeah, because it's 5 hours.
yeah. Exactly. So this seems shorter to me only because I'm cutting the entrances and when I'm cutting them, I'm speeding the entrances and I'm speeding the exits.
Yeah.
When they're done. Yeah. But you can't do that on Triller.
No, it sucks to be Triller. Yeah, because I watched. So I started watching this say about 10.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, and I think it had a ready finish. I don't know if it started at earlier date.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, it was weird because Wrestle Kingdom started at 8, I think, and by the time you started watching it,
it was still going. It was still. Yeah. But
and then
when I started today, I went to it. It had all the. Because you'll go to the episodes.
The match listings will
yeah. It was already all there. I was like, wait, has this already happened? I'm confused. Yeah.
If it started at 8 and finished at 10:30, that's the 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but then I think what they did with Wrestle Kingdom, because I remember when I went to Wrestle Kingdom, it started at like say 5-6 o'clock their time, whatever it is, and they kept on saying afternoon. So I'm guessing they must have, because it was Sunday or something, started earlier.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could make sense. Like, okay, it kind of makes sense. But
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So first match, Willow Nightingale versus Persephone.
Yeah.
which is from okay. So this is all relevant. I have to say the promotions because first of all, it's in for the International Cup.
Yeah.
Secondly, whoever wins gets a title match at their promotion.
Yeah.
Okay. A women's title match.
Yeah.
Women's World Heavyweight title match. Did they specify?
No.
Not World Heavyweight. Sorry, World title match.
Yeah, I think it did because I think they did because we're talking about what's her name from Athena. He comes saying she can challenge for the world AEW world title.
Right.
Okay.
Winning Nightingale AEW. So if she wins, she challenges for the AEW title, right?
Yeah.
For that, Persephone, if she wins CMLL title.
Yeah.
Athena, Momo Watanabe, and that'll be a Stardom title, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, with Athena, will she have a mirror match?
Herself?
Because she was wearing blue here.
Yeah.
Her opposing version will be wearing red.
Because I thought that, and
because she dyed her green, the mirror match version will be purple because she's Ring of Honor champion by herself. I don't know.
Because I
was wondering how they're going to do that.
I was wondering that.
Probably should have. No, sorry, go on.
No, I was wondering that. And the commentary said, she can challenge for the AEW world title. I was like, oh. And then I was like, okay, this is again where the AEW Ring of Honor stuff gets really messy and stupid. Yeah.
Do you think it would have been better if they had someone like Billy Starks in instead of Athena?
Yeah.
Not because Athena's quality, but because she had a title, it doesn't make sense.
No. Exactly. It doesn't
unless she gets to choose her opponent, which also has happened in that sort of thing. But would it be better? Do you think if someone like Billy Starks was in instead? Because then then it's kind of all right. Anyone can win, sort of thing.
Yeah, but then that's where the Ring of Honor AEW relationship thing gets messy because technically they're all AEW.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be a harder cut somewhere.
Yeah, so it's
they have kept Athena out of AEW for a while.
Yeah, for like a year. But everyone else, her and Billy Starks, but everyone else, like the women, they just go back and forth. So it's kind of like, where do we stand with this? But
so some pretty cool stuff. I think Persephone came out with a mask.
Yeah.
And then later on, somewhere in the mask all of a sudden did not have one. And I'm like, what happened there?
Because I was thinking, is this something she does in matches where she will have the mask on at start and then take it off? But I don't, because I don't really know her. I'm
unless of course her something happened, like the mask was too tight, she had to take it off, or it got maneuvered and she couldn't put it back in place, and she had to do a spot, so she just took it off. But I don't know.
But then I think it must be a normal thing because the commentary didn't make a big thing about it, so I'm thinking it must be like a normal. And
the other thing is usually luchadors wouldn't take their masks off unless it's a tradition thing.
Sort of. So. I don't know.
But I will say, even though I hadn't seen the lady before, she does good because she's doing
really good
power spots, throwing around, literally throwing around with a Nightingale. But you're like, wow, okay, lift her up and just do stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, okay, I want to see more about it. See more of her.
Athena hit the O-face.
O-face, yeah.
AKA the Eclipse.
Yep.
We got some pounces happening.
Pounce period.
From Willow. When you were watching it, who did you think was going to win?
Athena. I already thought Athena was going to win. I don't know why.
She was on my list of not winning, only because she had a title already, so it wouldn't make sense. Right? I wasn't going by the logic of what the commentators say. Before I was going in, I was like, she wouldn't win because she's got a title. So okay.
But then I thought,
mind the way. Because
I kind of thought they'd make her win because then it kind of gets her to go back onto AEW television.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded, by the way. Okay. Momo Watanabe won, but I wouldn't have minded if Willow Nightingale won because that'd give Mariah May someone to feud with, who's a pure babyface, and Mariah May is like a psycho, crazy heel. So hey, just like the polar opposite personalities.
Yeah.
But the way that so Thekla?
Who?
No, Thekla, the lady outside. The lady looked like female Albert Wesker.
Yeah, who was she? Because I was interested in her.
She's someone from Stardom.
Yeah.
I think them and Julia used to be in a group together.
Oh, Diamante. Yeah.
I think is it Julia? Oh
DDM,
no.
Yeah.
No, is it with Thekla or was it with someone else?
Might be someone else. Let me have a look.
Anyways.
Carry it.
Yeah, so Thekla dressed as, like I said, female Albert Wesker, right?
Yeah, which was hilarious.
And she passed, Momo was trying to bring a baseball bat in earlier in the match.
Yeah.
So later on when she brought it in, it was a callback because Thekla was distracting the referee or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Athena got hit in the gut with the baseball bat. And then she got suplex pin.
Yeah.
Suplex bridge pin. But okay.
Like, okay, cool. That's
yeah.
That's
So I was like, I didn't mind the way that it went because it's in Japan. I guess logically, someone from Stardom should get the shine, right? But the other logic is find out later on that Thekla is going to challenge Athena for the Ring of Honor title. So, all right. Well, that makes sense then for their plan.
Okay, sure. I guess.
Yeah. No, but I think it was a nice match.
It was a nice match. I kept on thinking though. So I had the name Wanatabi. I was like, is she Evil's sister? Because she kind of looks a bit like Evil.
Yeah.
And they kept on talking about Evil and stuff like that, and like maybe about her gimmick. I was like, could she relate to Evil? And I was meant to go like into it like a rabbit hole and just check, but I just.
Oh damn! I was gonna say, what's Evil's actual name? But
it's something Wanatabi. I remember.
Is it actually Evil's sister?
I don't know. Wait.
Kayfabe. It could be kayfabe.
Could be kayfabe because
you know how it is. Like, all the Storms are not related to each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Devon Storm, Lance Storm, James Storm, not cousins, no nothing. They're actually
Tim Storm. No, I'm trying to build all the Storms. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's someone else Storm as well. I can't remember. There's a good couple of other Storm. Johnny Storm, but not
the English wrestler, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Right.
Tony Storm,
Tony Storm, the youngest of the Storms, apparently. Okay,
yeah, probably more out there somewhere in the indies, but anyways.
Yeah.
That was a fine match. It made sense. Like,
it was good.
Yeah, it was good to watch. The next match though, not to knock the people in it, right? If I could have missed it and been fine.
Yeah.
It's Ring of Honor tag titles. Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
And Sammy Guevara versus Sho and
Kiyomaru, isn't it?
Yeah. Yoshibinu.
Yeah, Yoshibinu Kiyomaru. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just kind of. Yeah. The only thing I like notable is that Dustin kind of drank from a whiskey bottle and gave. Yeah. Okay. So a whiskey mist?
Yeah.
The alcohol mist? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like this match. Like, it's gonna sound. I feel like it gave like Sammy Guevara and his missus a free holiday to Japan.
Oh, okay.
And Dustin was good. Dustin's was good, and but it just shows that he's like 7 foot tall than everyone in the match, and it's noticeable. And then, besides that, it was good. He did the Dustin Destroyer.
Okay. So you know what? I think there were comedy parts in this match, right? But they didn't lean into it as to make it a comedy match. There's a bit where I think did someone. Dustin looked like he was going to spit something at a referee. I think the referee kind of went to stagger or something like that. And then Dustin did the old gold dust.
It was like a reversal.
Yeah.
That was it. Kiyomaru pushed the ref into him. And then Dustin kind of stopped him. Then and then Kiyomaru did his whiskey mist. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Which didn't look like it. So when Dustin did the mist, he did it like the Triple H spray, the proper mist, right? But when he got sprayed with it, it didn't have the. I don't think that guy who's done it misted liquid like that before.
Yeah. Right? So I was like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, unless you can get away with it if it's like red or green or black, something like a solid color against the
yeah.
But when it's like water liquid, you need to have it come out in a particular way.
Yeah, you need to do the Triple H mist sort of thing, so it looks like it's doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, and randomly, it just reminds me of the sequence that Triple H, he attacked Stone Cold. He decided to attack Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think it was during the Survivor Series. I think, right? I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was attacking him backstage, yeah. And as he's punching and kicking him, right, he decides to swig a drink for no other reason, but then to Stone Cold to counter him and punch him in the face so he can spray out the water. But if you beat someone up, why would you take the time
to do that?
To drink,
it's kind of like, make it make sense, but doesn't. Yeah.
Not this, by the way. He took a drink from the bottle and then he smashed up the plastic bottle over Stone Cold's head, and then whatever, right? No, he didn't do anything with it. You just like,
No, just that was it.
It before and then attacked him. Maybe I don't know.
No, but it was good. It was a decent match.
Yeah, this match was like. This match was like opening match to me.
Yeah, pre-show worthy. Yeah.
Would you have put the ladies match after this match though?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that makes a bit more sense.
Because I feel like the ladies match has more outcome in real life in the future shows rather than this match, which was like a given.
Because you win the cup, and you get a title shot. Whereas this match, you kind of, unless it was going to be a title change, which is slightly different.
Yeah, but we knew it wasn't. But then it was kind of the same thing with the Rambo. Like the Rambo normally, like for the last like 4 years, they did it to get the title for the King of New Japan title, whatever it is, that joke title. But then they did this year because they got rid of that title for a IWGP title shot. But then it's like that's got real significance. So why do you put it on the pre-show? Then you kind of already written off the winner because they're not going to win because it's not worthy enough to be on the show.
Yep. That is true as well. And you say that as well. There's the actual card starts with an 8-man gauntlet match with CML and
New Japan. Yeah. And what does this have to do with anything?
Exactly.
This could
other than for some reason, right? By the time Doki came in, Desperado came in.
Yeah.
Everyone stopped fighting each other.
And waited for him, which is only the cool. Like the match was good. It was literally not going to say it's a spot fest, but it was like
I think as far as the logic goes, they all just wait for him because they're like, we can all hate each other and we can all beat each other up, but you actually broke someone's arm. So we're all gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I'm saying, by the way, that's what it did. Either that, or they're like so jealous that this guy won the title by destroying his opponent. They're like, nah. Or they were like, get him so he doesn't injure us.
But then it was like, because I was trying to think, was it they're attacking him because he's a champion? But then I was like, but this match isn't for any title, so it doesn't really.
Exactly. Maybe I'm applying levels.
But your levels make sense.
Where there isn't one.
Your levels to this makes sense, like. Unless it was meant to be I don't know. It doesn't. Unless the only thing I can think of is I always think that Desperado was meant to be Doki yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Unless Doki is meant to be in this match, and because he's injured, they put Desperado in.
Yeah.
And it's like too late to sort of like it's a title match. But then you could put anyone else in instead of Desperado.
Here's the other thing as well. You could have just said, okay, well, if he's in the match now, then whoever wins the match gets a junior heavyweight title match.
Yeah.
Title shot later on, and whatever,
Yeah.
Done. Solves the problem.
No, they didn't do any of that.
Would you say, okay, our boy, the Bone Soldier, Tajiri Ishimori won?
Yeah.
Is he our boy or is he?
No, he's our boy. I like him. I
think he's under. Like they need to do something with him because But do you think he's ready to? They should move him up to the heavyweight category.
I don't know. Like with him, because he's so short, I don't know if you can. That's the
but Ishii is short.
Yeah, but Ishii's short, but like wide. Taiji, like it's.
The man's built though.
He's built, but because he's like stock, I don't know. It just.
Oh wait. Kota Ibushi's 5'10", right?
I think so, but then he's chiseled out of like onyx and stuff. Well, was
okay.
So it kind of.
Yeah, but look, Ishimori looks like he's built like that.
Yeah, but Ishimori's like 5'3".
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's that sort of.
Okay.
Like he could go into like the heavyweight tag title, like scene, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
Or even like the never weight or whatever, but I don't like even global. But I think world title, I don't know. He just
okay. That's fair enough. I mean, like they if he moves up a count,
they need to move him up. Because
if they put him in the where the heavyweights usually have the matches, I don't think he'd be out of place.
They won't be out of place. No.
Yeah.
They need to just. There's certain people they just need to get out of the junior division and like make them deal with things.
And not to, by the way, knock the junior division because they do have lots of. It's just that sometimes they have too many people.
Yeah.
And sometimes people have won the title multiple times, and you're like
Kushida.
Like Kushida, should have. Yeah. He
should have moved up years ago, and it's at the point now you can't move him up because it's like.
Yeah. And Hiromu can also move up as well. Like Ospreay and
Ospreay.
Kota Ibushi did it.
Kota Ibushi, Kenny.
Yeah. To be fair, they beefed up as well. But...
Yeah. And but besides that, this match was good. I got to see because a lot of these luchadors I don't really see. Like I know of like Mascaras that are old, but I know about the old one, not this one. Like, okay, this is the new one. Cool, it makes sense. And Titan, I know of him. Never actually seen him wrestle, so it's good like seeing him wrestle. Master Watto, I can do without. I just don't get his gimmick. I just don't.
He's a waterbender.
Yeah, but like, it's with you know how they have the weird like nicknames. Like, he's one is way to the master Voto. Like,
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How can he be a master if he's on the way to being a master when he just be Watto? I don't know. Yeah, and.
All right,
it's good.
Yeah, it was fine for what it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't groundbreaking, wasn't amazing or anything like that.
No.
You know, I found it was okay. It was okay.
It was okay. Yeah.
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 Inoffensive, not harmful, but also missable.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, if it was the Ring of Honor tag titles, the first pre-show match, and this was the second pre-show match, and then the women's was actually the first match.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would make much more sense.
Yeah. And then this match, the next match is Katsuri Shibata versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, but this is like a 5-minute time limit
grappled rules match, which just ended up being Slap
and then
City.
saying, we don't know, by the way, if Shibata's just gonna
going for business for himself.
But then they were like, you wouldn't do that with Tanahashi though, because Tanahashi's the president now.
Yeah.
And even though it's meant to be a grapple match, there weren't no graps.
No,
it was chops.
It was just chops, and then they just ended up because it ended in a time limit draw because only 5 minutes. Just end up both of them just having like red chests and bruises from where they're getting slapped. It's like, oh, that looked really painful, but I enjoyed this. Shibata.
Yeah, I thought actually it was going to go on longer because it seems like they were gearing up.
Yeah, and then
they got kind of cut. So.
But I think that's kind of a good thing, leaving it like that, like on a,
Yeah, but it was like if they went full pelt, and obviously it probably goes for a draw, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
But if they went full pelt, like they were more trying to win rather than trying to hurt each other, I wouldn't necessarily even say they were trying to hurt each other like that, but they were just kind of being a bit more, like it was more of the macho sort of, yeah, okay, fine, I'll fight you exactly on your own level.
Yeah. Which was hilarious. Yeah. And then they both just raised hands at the end and hugged.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you know what, our beef is over because we chopped we chopped the hell out of each other. And I know you, like, Tanahashi thinks that Shibata was a traitor from back in the day because he went and left to go do MMA and then he decided to come back and then stuff like that. And they were meant to be the Three Musketeers. But then I know like, no, okay, you know what? We had our little fisticuffs. We're fine. We're
fine now. Oh, many years of beef.
Even though I still won't let you wrestle with New Japan, right?
Yeah.
You can do all your exhibition matches or whatever. You can't have a wrestling match.
Which I found hilarious. It was like, then it made me think like them saying that he could be will never be medically cleared to wrestle in New Japan, and like, but then you kind of saying that AEW are lenient on stuff that possibly, you know what I mean? It's that weird.
I think that let's just say the medical protocols are different.
Yeah, it's that weird like. And I can know like some weird internet fans might take that and say this shows that AEW is blah, blah, blah. Oh, shut up.
No, you know what? We know that in certain places, in certain countries, right? And I'm not saying certain countries, like although this particular country, but I'm not going to say the name. It's just no. Yeah. There's certain things that you can't have in particular products. By inability.
Yeah.
In one country that you can't have another and stuff like that. So the rules are different in different places.
Which is fine.
So it just might be the medical done there is different from the medical done there.
Yeah, for all you know, what might be like America might have better like medical stuff than Japan. You know what I mean? That's why
medical technology, not medical insurance.
That's what I'm saying. Medical technology. That's why he can wrestle in the States, but he can't wrestle over here. Yeah, I mean over there. Yeah, it makes more sense. That makes
but this was a cool match for what it was.
Pretty good. Slap City. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. You know what was going on once they announced the match, but once it's a special rules match, you're like, okay, you're gonna get a little like section of the like a quick blast of action, and then handshake and done. Not handshake necessarily and done, but just be like, that's
that. Yeah, which is cool. It's good.
Okay, cool. All right. Next match. Women's new NJPW Strong.
Yep.
Women's champion.
Yep. Mercedes Mone.
Yeah, even though she's also TBS champion, but that's not on the line here.
No.
Versus undisputed Rev Pro British Women's Champion Mina Shirakawa, who also has the Queen of Southside title with her.
Yeah.
because they merged the titles, even though you've got 2 separate titles still. Anyways.
Wait, what?
So each lady was coming out of 2 titles each.
Yeah, but so the Southside title is a part of the Rev Pro Women's title now.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes sense-ish. All right, yeah. I was thinking, what? This doesn't make any sense to me, but now you've cleared up for me. So thank you.
Yeah. I had to search it before because I thought, oh, does she have a Stardom tag title or something with her? But no. Because there's a Queen of something with an S, and I thought, oh, Queen of Stardom.
Yeah, because that's why I got confused.
Because they got Goddess of Stardom and they have Artist of Stardom.
Yeah, and Venus of Stardom. Like... Yeah, it's always weird. I say weird, but like dramatically themed. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, it's a cool match.
Yeah,
Going into this, I was like, Mina's chances of winning drastically go down.
Yeah,
only because she got beat by Mariah May earlier in December. So then I'm like, with how Mercedes is, not necessarily is, right?
Yeah.
Where she's having herself be higher on the card than Mariah May, why would she lose to someone that Mariah May beat?
Yeah.
And that's the same, by the way, point out that Mariah May beat Anna Jay, and then later on, Mercedes had to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you know, I mean, you didn't need to, but all right.
Yeah, make it kind of make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't want to say it's a foregone conclusion, wasn't? But I wouldn't say also I was hoping for Mercedes to lose the women's strong title, because I wasn't either, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, if Mina wins, then at least then it's not as predictable.
Yeah. But one thing that commentary said, and I was like, this I know this is going. When they made a reference, so it's not going to work for me, sister. I was like, yeah, I know Mercedes is like. Again, I'm not Mercedes hater or anything like that. I'm not. No. But like, I don't know.
She had a good match.
She had a really good
match.
And
if we were haters, we wouldn't say that, right?
Yeah. But did she need to win? Actually, to be fair, did either of these ladies need to win? Not really, if I'm honest.
Well, did all those titles need to be on the line? Not really either. But
no,
yeah. But no, look, this match was good.
Good.
The Moneymaker looks good as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's been adjusted, so she doesn't try to flip it into the DDT. But she just catches them almost like a flatliner. So
yeah.
Which Mina did good as well. Okay, both got time to shine.
Yeah. It wasn't
like she was just one person's getting buried and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like a squash or anything like that, or no one come off looking good. Like Mina kind of looked good in defeat.
Yeah.
And
I didn't mind Mina being bitter as well when she got when Mercedes went to the handshake and it was like
no. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is good. All right. Like it didn't overstay as welcome either. Like they could have been really bad and give this match like 10 minutes if that, but they got 14 minutes. So that's pretty good. Like, where does each character go after this? Don't
know. I just say money's going to be the belt collector, the debt collector, right?
Yeah, because I feel like that.
Now she's just got to beat Winnie Nightingale and get that CMLL title as well.
Yeah, because I feel like Mina she's probably coming to like American wrestling, if I'm honest. I feel that's the way. And I reckon Mercedes will probably use that TBS title sometime this year, but to who, I don't know.
When Mercedes kicked out of Mina's finisher, I was like, yeah. Unless Mercedes does the finisher and Mercedes kicks out of it, Mina kicks out of it, and then they keep on equal level.
Yeah. Because that's one thing, like, when we get to the main event.
And looking at the Moneymaker, I'd say when you catch it good, by the way.
Yeah, when
it's a bit like the Canadian Destroyer, where you shouldn't be able to kick out of it.
Yeah, like I hope that move doesn't become like a watered down move at some point where it's just transition to something else.
Yeah, it's different, by the way. If she was technical enough to do this, but if you could do sometimes where you flop the move, you execute but not perfectly, then people can kick out of it. But then people say, "Oh, you're sloppy because you're finisher."
Yeah,
so it's a fine line where you have to do it but not do it good.
Yeah, so can like spin out of it or whatever, or only get half of it. Yeah. Didn't
get all of it.
Yeah, you're like, didn't get anything. But yeah. Yeah, good match.
So I don't know. But then when it comes to now that Mercedes got all them titles,
yeah,
right, and Mariah May's only got one title, then clearly there's a distinct difference of
who is
the women's who's the number one in the actual women's division. So it's like
we kind of know.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
especially since, like I say before, all the times that Mariah May's got her title matches and Mercedes also in the card, Mercedes makes sure she's above that, and it's like
not Mercedes. Like, well, I'll say Tony, not Tony. Tony can't make sure that she's it's
whoever, right? Whoever, but like I think last time we were saying before on an AEW card, they should swap positions every so often. Just
it should.
They get looked at equally, but
Mariah
May's just like, well, fine, I'll just do my character work and do my matches. And
because to be fair, you know what it is as well. Mariah May probably gets paid less than.
Well, no doubt.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's kind of coming to that situation, not like in WWE, right? When Roman had the title, and that was always if Roman's match was on that pay-per-view, it would be above like Seth's World Heavyweight title, even though his title was meant to be on par, right?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, well, that's different because that's how they present Roman with the title that they had two. They had the World Heavyweight title and the Universal title merged together, and that's the title that Roman's got. So the WWE title, WWE World Heavyweight title, and the Universal title.
Yeah,
and then they made a separate new fabricated into existence title for Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So you could say the Roman's title still has a lineage.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Whereas the TBS title was done afterwards.
Yeah, long afterwards, isn't it?
So
it's
it doesn't
like
really have the lineage of the AEW women's title either.
No, it shouldn't be on par.
And it kind of gets all it only gets a major spotlight because Mercedes has it. Whereas most of the other times the TBS is definitely behind the women's title. Yeah.
Because anyways. Anyway, we'll move on.
No, not taking on money. Look, she had a good match. She had a good match. I don't know. Did you think that the title change was predictable?
I don't know. Yes and no. If that makes sense. Because like, if it wasn't for the TBS title, I would have known for sure. Yeah, she's Mercedes winning 100%. But because it's for the strong title, I'm like, maybe at this point.
Yeah. Well, the strong title and the Red Pro title, where you're like, okay, it could go your boy.
Yeah, and then because something you said yesterday about her going to Coventry to defend the title, I was like, maybe not. No, why would? Yeah.
Well, I was just joking about that. Right?
Yeah, I know you was. But like,
the people in Coventry now expecting her to make an appearance.
Yeah. But
okay, no, but whether she defends it Red Pro or not doesn't really matter because if she's coming to the UK, defend that Forbidden Tour.
Yeah.
Then it still makes that is a title defense in Britain.
Yeah.
Defending that title.
Well,
I don't know if she'll hold it till Forbidden Door.
Yeah, because that's August 25th. It's 24th, so and that's like 8 months
away.
However,
she can lose these titles one by one and still hold that one until she can give someone else the rub. Maybe.
Or unless New Japan come to England before that, and then she can sort of do it then.
Yeah.
But, we don't know.
Maybe Jamie Hayter will win that British title.
Yeah. And then be on the pre-show. But
yeah.
I've got to stop making these kind of jokes.
Okay. But okay. Like, cool. It was a neat match. It was a cool match. Mina did also ring post figure 4, and I was like, because I remember our boy Goldberg did the whole Bret Hart thing.
Yeah. Concussion.
And when you see it, like, how they stand up for it, and then it gets basically you have to, that person has to hold your leg. As you go down, because you're basically just dropping down that way.
Yeah.
And it's not particularly safe, I have to say, because you just see it. It's a sharp drop.
Yeah, it's not like a gradual. It's literally just straight down.
Yeah, and on the neck head area because that's where the ring post is, and then you're like swinging into it. So it's like, is it worth it really? But
I guess so for them.
Yeah. So now Moné's got all these titles. We wonder what she's going to do with them. Maybe she'll go to TNA and win the TNA women's title as well while she's at it.
I don't know. Maybe not. Because the whole WWE relationship.
They don't have that partnership anymore. That's right.
No, because of one-sided in there. But, hey. So the next match.
Wait, are we saying that we suspect she'll beat Willow Nightingale and take the CMLL women's title as well?
Is Willow still
Just for the lols, by the way?
Is she still CMLL champion?
Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she lose it?
I don't know.
Okay, you're making me have to check now as well. But we'll probably Willow 19. Gale. Yeah, I don't think she lost it.
No, she lost it to Zusix.
Okay. Okay, my mistake then. Okay. I for some reason maybe I just assumed that. Oh yeah, because it only makes sense now. Because why would she be in that number one title contenders matches? Oh yeah.
Will she be wrestling herself again?
yeah. That's right. That was a while ago as well. Oh,
yeah, because I know she had a Forbidden Door, and then there was some weird thing that title can't be defended in a street fight. That's why it wasn't on the line against Chris Statlander. And I was like, wait, what?
Because they had to have Chris Statlander win that feud.
Yeah.
Only to reverse her back to being a face.
Yeah, within like 2 months. Yeah, okay, sure. All right.
I think literally day after it wasn't. Really.
But yeah, it was enough times like that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and now also Chris Statlander's like to Willow, because Willow's doing a promo for something else. Statlander came to her and said, "Look, I'm sorry for my actions. Are we cool? Are we buddies now?" And I'm like, "Wow, Willow didn't shake her hand, but I'm like, wow, okay, you just got to be like, yeah, I bitched out and I'm sorry."
Yeah, like something like that. It feels like a year later. I can understand. You know, like you can understand that sort of thing. Like I've had sort of time to think about it. Not like literally a couple of 2 or 3 months. Yeah. Oh yeah, what I did to you was really bad, but could you forgive me this quick? Oh yeah, sure. We're friends. Yeah, no, it doesn't. All right. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So next match, like you were thinking about this match yesterday, actually, but
yeah.
Next match, Brody King versus our boy, but it's not really our boy, David Finlay, who I have to say, from the 2 matches that I've seen him in, I know we were kind of blazing him half.
Yeah, he kind of was. Yeah.
He has good matches though.
He has good matches.
Yeah. We just and like even we're used to watching these 2 matches back to back, right?
Yeah.
The guy's good in ring.
Yeah, he's good in ring.
But he just doesn't have. I don't want to say not personality, but just there's something there, just like.
You know what it is as well?
He's pretending to be the character he is rather than actually being the character.
And you know what it is as well? And like, it's another problem I have with Matt later on in this as well. It's the commentary team as well. They try to oversell him as, like I said in the other review, they try to oversell him as something like this force of evil, whatever. But it doesn't come off when you see him wrestling. Like, oh.
Yeah. No, he is good.
He's good.
I know you were saying yesterday. Okay, so there were some really good moves in here, right?
Yeah.
David Finlay won this match, and I know you were saying yesterday you hope Brody King would win.
Yeah, because Brody King's awesome. Yeah.
Now, if Brody King won, it would have been fine, right? Because if David Finlay had the match like just yesterday, so he'd be battered from that. So fair enough. And he lost that match yesterday.
Yeah.
So. No, but David Finlay won this match. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. I kind of get it. It's like, okay, you can't have him taking, like, he lost the title yesterday, so you can't have him losing a match the next day. Has no consequences, anything. You can't really have him losing that. I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, but then I don't know. It's just
I have to say, like, I like this match because both guys look good for what their characters were, and I say that in the sense that Brody King is it's not me the monster heel at this point. No. It's not a heel,
No.
But he got to do his big man stuff.
Yeah. He's awesome.
And David Finlay got to do his, I don't know if they fight from underneath stuff, but he's just trying to brute force the guy as well. But he's just like, now I'm going to have to try and find another way around this because I can't fight him on his level. And Brody King never looked bad through the process.
No. That's the thing as well.
But he didn't, he maybe should have taken not necessarily another of David Finlay's finishers to go down, right?
Yeah.
But, you hit him with one, they both go down for a little bit, and then he picks on, and then David Finlay catches them in another one. And then
because the end was like the pinfall was kind of anticlimactic. I was like,
because I thought there was going to be another
same
a bit to it.
But I was like, oh, this is okay, I guess. Like, and the whole commentary selling that. Oh yeah, he power bombed Brody King. I'm like, but that's not really. It is a big feat. But then yesterday he did like 4 dominators in a row, so it's not. Really, you know what I mean? It's not that as impressive feat if he did 4 dominators in a row. It's come on now. I mean, like, I get what you're trying to do here, but maybe if he didn't do what he did yesterday, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's quite cool. He powerbombed someone who's 300 pounds. but he gave someone fold on
Yeah,
there.
and I think this match they'll like pile driver, and then another part like they'll pile driver counters. That is in the sense that I'll pile drive you, you pile drive me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
There was some like this match had big moves.
Yeah, it did.
And they didn't water them down so much, as in, you know, because they kind of the way it went, the moves were they meant something. They knocked down the life bar.
Yeah.
So it was done to just like depower someone rather than it's here to be flashy.
Yeah, but like the other thing that kind of like really, you know, Finley's finisher. It's like the
suplex knee looking thing.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about that move?
Okay, here's the thing, right? It doesn't. From certain angles,
it can look.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Because you can't make out what's going on.
Yeah.
It's either you need to lift them up cleanly high, and then come down.
Yeah.
Into a not GTS position, but that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see it from everywhere.
Yeah.
But you can't just lift them halfway and then do it, because then it's just like, what happened? Did you flop the move?
Okay, cool. Because like I was only thinking, like when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that's too bad. And then when he did like 2 times in the match yesterday and didn't do it, I was like, the first time I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Then the second one was like, this looks kind of like not half-assed, but it's like you're just underhooking him and kind of just like getting off their tiptoes and dropping your knee. I don't get the impact that's going to be here. Like you could just give him a straight knee would make more sense. But
yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to know your opinion on it because I didn't like it.
Maybe that's a move that he can do on people that are not as big as Brody King.
Yeah.
And you have to come up with a secondary finish to use on them.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you think about one Brody King, still you should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe sometimes some people need that, like a strike finish. You know, like
he's
got a hidden blade. So you have, and he can't do a Stormbreaker. Well, he actually did do a Stormbreaker on Brody King, but that's that's an anomalous kind of thing.
Yeah,
he couldn't do a Stormbreaker to Keith Lee. Let me put that way.
No. And another thing, what annoyed me about commentary in this match when they kept saying like he said like he got these since he brought the War Dogs in, they're soldiers, whatever, and he says if you can't bring back titles, bring bodies. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? So people. I don't know what, like, their take with the Bullet Club now just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like trying to make them as like murderers. It's like it's wrestling, no one dies, so like, you can't like sort of.
Well, sometimes if you die, you get resurrected as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Mika James got pushed into the tree tracks and then she's resurrected on different shows. So.
Yeah, and then I'd say, by the way, you know, the train didn't hit her. You know, it was like. Obviously, but
AJ Styles got buried, and then he got in one occasion. Then he got thrown off a building, another occasion, and then he resurrected. He should come back as zombie AJ Styles. That'd have been hilarious.
It's just that.
Like, funny thing is as well.
Yeah,
he's an actual good Christian man, right?
Yeah,
because the powers of the underworld brought him back. He probably say, "No, we can't do that.
We can't do that. I don't like. I don't like it.
Yeah, my God, when I can't. This really, I can't. It's a bit.
I don't like it. But there was something else.
If they do pentagrams on him instead of when he gets like that, it's a pentagram.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, AJ, no. There was something else that commentary said as well. I'm like, wait, what? About Finley, but it is what it is. Yeah. That's it. That all the same kind of thing they said yesterday. He said, all the other previous Bullet Club leaders are weak. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
I think that they're overselling him for what they think he should be rather than what he is.
Yeah.
And when we get to it, a match later on, we'll speak about the Bullet Club a bit more.
Yeah, because it doesn't help him there. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good match. Like,
yeah, I liked it actually. And it made me think, like I was saying before, David Finley, your in-ring work is good. You know.
Yeah. He's solid as in worker, but it's just what they want him to be isn't working for me. Yeah. And I think many other people as well. But, so yeah.
What was he saying? He was saying, "Oh yeah." The commentary was saying that how he was pointing out. He was saying to Brody Lee, "At least I'm not living off another man's name." Because
you got another man's name on your chest, and then Brody King. That's funny. You got another. You've always lived with someone else's name on your back. Like, he's got a point there.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those, but it's one of those things where they set up to stay because I think once the time, there was a time where was it Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
Was saying something to Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's gimmick because he hates all the indie guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was saying, when I see all these indie guys, they had to work all this time, whatever.
Yeah.
Do all their matches in front of nobody.
Yeah.
To get a chance when WWE, I called them and they let me right in the door. Yeah?
No, it was you like to do all this stuff, make these sounds with it, and then waiting for WWE to call you, but they called me. I'm like,
no, that's what Samoa Joe's reply was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
it was like something like
You have to call them, yeah. They called me.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's kind of got a point there. He's got a point, you know.
Anyway, okay.
But yeah,
next match. Shota Umino, our Tanahashi kind of clone, but kind of not.
Yeah.
The TNA to what WCW was.
Yes. Yes, that's the best way of putting it.
So Shota is that to Tanahashi.
Yeah.
I know we're knocking him, but I actually just we're making fun of him, not in a mean way.
No, we're not making fun of the guy. It's their portrayal of the guy we're making fun of. Yeah.
Versus Claudio Castagnoli. Now, actually, this match I thought was better than his match yesterday. But
it was
not because it was shorter and quicker, but it's just like this. They just went at it. You know?
Yeah. And like. Maybe
then had to pad for time.
No. Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, yesterday, I was padding for time. But this one, it literally started off hard hitting. Like Claudio just literally attacks him as he comes to the ring.
Yeah.
And like spent most of my matches brutalizing him. I was like, oh, this is quite. So Shota had to kind of fight from underneath, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
this is kind of more the style of match that I feel is more suitable for Shota.
Yeah. Yes, especially with him being less experienced, in my opinion. Yeah, it should have that sort of where he's.
I'm not saying Claudio did the carry job because Shota did hold up his arm.
Yeah,
he could do bits. I don't know if Shota's at the level where he could carry someone. That's different.
That's different. We don't know at this point, but I liked the match. I liked because Claudio's in. I like everything Claudio's in. He's awesome. But it just, again, he's another person. He's like, you see him like, he towers over everyone. Because in WWE, I didn't even used to think he was that tall. Yeah. It went until he went to AEW. I was like,
I was watching an interview with Christian.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I mean, the interview was a while ago because he had the World Heavyweight title, and we know that he had that title twice, and one time he only had it for 2 days, so he couldn't even do a talk show with it.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were like, the ladies were like, well, you kind of small for a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
We that big and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
But he's 6'2".
Yeah, like
he's
legit,
guy,
yeah,
right?
Legit 6'2", isn't it?
Yeah. He's surrounded by guys that are big, much taller. And in fact, you've seen Shoot 'em Up with Clive Owen, right?
Yeah.
So in the plane when the bodyguards are protecting the main villain, not the main villain, the guy who needed the organs.
Yeah.
Christian is one of these guards.
Yeah.
And he's so much taller than everyone else.
He towered over them. Because I remember they showed that bit in like wrestling in WWE when that film's coming out saying, Christian was in this. And you see him, like you see the guard and you see him. And like, oh yeah, he...
Actually, what I do want to see as well, the other film Christian's in, where is he a zombie and he takes an unprettier from one of the ladies. He takes his own finish anyways.
Oh wow.
And I think it's over a campfire as well, so his head goes into the fire.
Oh.
I think, right? I might be overhyping it. When you watch the movie, you'll be like, that didn't happen. But he definitely takes his own finish, right? How generous is man? He just lets some random actor lead. He does his own finish to him.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
It seems like as well it was a comedy as well.
Yeah,
an action comedy of some sort. Anyways, we'll move on from the father of the year because he has not actually involved in this match whatsoever.
And it was like. Yeah, Claudio's just he's just huge, and then he had the power game, and then
the power game like Samoa Joe has the power game from up, down, down.
Up, down, and then Shooter pulls out he does he gives him Death Rider. I'm like, okay, cool. Then he wins. I was like, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, look. To be fair, there was some nice sequences.
Yeah, there was
before that, right?
Yeah,
and I don't think he should have. Like, okay. Unless it's the long term, unless he's going to challenge So I think he said to Mox, "I will challenge you for the title," and then Mox was like, "Nah, you."
Yeah, you have to fight my lackeys first before you get to me.
You ain't there yet, my boy, right? My boy, because that's where you are, right?
Yeah. Because I think that's
what Claudio, go and teach him a lesson.
Because that's what they're planning, right? Isn't it? Eventually, he's gonna fight Mox, isn't it? But not for the AEW title, because
because at that point, maybe Darby's, or actually, But here's the thing: aren't New Japan going to America in February sometime?
They're going twice. I think they're going like next week. I think the 12th or something, and then in April, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Show gets his title shot there.
Yeah, probably.
Not title shot. Not that he has a title shot, but
his confrontation with Mox, which I still think what we were saying yesterday, that he should embrace it and become like a Death Rider.
I think but he should get beaten by Mox, and then he just becomes part of the Death Riders.
Yeah, that's what he should do. It makes more sense.
Yeah. They should strip him down, not literally just be like, no, you are not Tanahashi.
You know what?
You are a Death Rider now.
Like, like Tanahashi, his whole gimmick sort of is like weird 80s rockers sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then like with Shota, they're trying to make him like Prince from the 80s, because he comes in like this. Because I was watching, I was like, I've seen this before. And like, there's a film that Prince is in called Purple Rain. It's technically like a biopic, right?
Yeah.
And he rides around on a motorbike, and he kind of wears similar to what Shota's wearing. Like, someone's just seen this film, and they're like, we want you to be Prince.
Yeah.
Like,
look, Kushida did the Mike McFly gimmick and something.
Yeah.
But they just need to repackage Shota.
Yeah,
because he's good, and you can see like there's qualities in him. You can make him your young lion style, whatever. Rising style, however.
But they should make
so
him.
Hopefully they do something with.
Yeah, like, they should make him into shooter instead of shooter. No.
Otherwise he'll get the hate. He'll get the Roman Reigns / Naito hate, and then
he's starting to get that now because there weren't people booing him yesterday, innit? Yeah. So
and they went 100% behind him today either. So.
Yeah. So even commentary made a point about that. I was like, ooh, that's a good.
But look, he had a good showing.
Yeah.
All right.
Next
never Openweight and AEW International title match.
Yes.
Konosuke Takeshita having both titles versus Tomohiro Ishii. And this wasn't a big meaty man slapping meat. It was one short, stocky guy.
Yeah, one short, stocky guy facing one tall, built guy.
Slapping meat.
Yeah. And it delivered. Yeah.
Look, when I see these guys, I know exactly what kind of match I'm
exactly.
for, and I'm like, good on Takeshita, because he was doing the similar style match yesterday where he was just taking
blow after blow.
Strikes,
yeah.
And here he was just eating them as well.
Yeah, which was awesome. It was good. It was great.
I enjoyed it. It was like, right. You know what? Bruce lies fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like I'm gonna forearm you in the neck, then you're gonna forearm me in the neck, and then I'm gonna clothesline you, and I'm gonna get up and clothesline you, and then it was like, wow.
Yeah. And there were spots where they just was the one that they both flopped over after a move. Like, I think one of them powered up and hit the other person, right? And then the other person powered up, hit them, They both, and then the other person staggered back to do the lay cell, and he fell, and the other person who was powering up again just fell as well.
Yeah, and I was like,
okay, all right.
I like this. I like this a lot. And then
good on they getting behind Takeshita a bit later than when they should have, by the way. But they seem to be like on the full on the boat now.
Yeah. It's like took them a year and a half, but they're good. And actually, it's longer than that, isn't it? And then Takeshita won the Blue Thunder Bomb, didn't he?
Well,
no. He ran with the spinning Falcon Arrow. Yeah.
Which
Raging Fire.
Finisher, I mean, I prefer him just to do the unpadded running knee.
Like
thing.
I prefer that, or even the Blue Thunder Bomb, or even the Bastard Driver. Like it's they're a lot better. Like I get I've never actually. I like the Falcon Arrow, but I've never understood it as a finisher.
See, here's the thing. Actually, you remember playing the WCW game, yeah?
Yeah.
And when they do the Falcon Arrow, it's like, is it you coming down and they're landing on their back, or is it supposed to be like a Michinoku Driver where they come in?
No, it's land on their back. On their head. On their back. Yeah. That's why I don't get it. Like the Michinoku Driver makes more sense. If he came
down like Michinoku Driver, where it looked like he dropped on their head.
Yeah.
Fine, right? But that's not what.
No.
It's like, okay, but to be fair though, the Wasteland is a finisher, and the Attitude Adjustment is also a finisher. So
yeah. But the Attitude Adjustment, I don't know. It's weird.
The thing is though, you could do the Raging Fire, which is the Falcon Arrow driver, then lift their head up and then lead them in the back of the head, and that's it. That can be a setup to your finish.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the only time,
or like you say, do the Raging Fire, pick them up, Blue Thunder bomb.
Yeah, just murder them. Just murder them. Like the only time nowadays I buy the Falcon Arrow as finisher if it's like a top rope Falcon Arrow. That's the only time I actually buy it as finisher. Now I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, it was good.
But no, it was a good match. They were hitting each other, clobbering each other just hard. Like even the clotheslines looked like they had
like
behind them. Like
it.
Wow,
And like I knew going in as well. You knew that Ishii wasn't winning, but you knew it was going to be a good like brawl.
Yeah, and there were enough moments where I thought, okay, maybe, right?
Really?
Even though like Takeshi's just freshly won one of those titles already, and if those titles on AEW probably not have signed up for the title change, even though Ishii's probably one of the guys that they would allow to hold.
Yeah, I think they would. Yeah.
But it's just like, okay, you just won that yesterday. You're not gonna lose both
of them already.
It has happened. It has happened, by the way. But the likelihood that's like just drops down where you're thinking. But there was enough moments where I think where like I was like, oof, maybe actually.
Yeah, it was close. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
There's like a 5% like chance that Ishii was gonna win.
Well, I think a little bit more than that, but yeah. No, I know why you would say that because it makes sense if you stack it like that.
Yeah. But good match. People probably watch it.
Yeah. Really worth watching. Yeah.
Yeah, worth it.
Well, you know what? We'll go through the.
I
think the entire card is worth watching.
Yeah, it is.
Except for the maybe the Ring of Honor tag titles and the Gauntlet match.
Yeah, them two.
Yeah. Okay. Triple threat tornado tag title match for the vacant IWGP titles. United Empire, which is Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Khan, and just those two because there's everyone else is out in AEW.
That's like I think there's someone else, but there's what's his name? Hanan. What's his name? Aaron Hanan. The
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he's
injured. Isn't that the real name of Great O'Khan?
No.
Okay, sorry.
There's Aaron Hernandez. I can't remember. Anyway, he was a tag team partner with
yeah, but
he's injured. Yeah. I think there's like one more person. No, actually, no. You still got Catch 22. They're still part of United Empire.
Oh, okay.
And another guy. But yeah,
Catch Tutu as we.
Catch Tutu. Yeah. So stupid.
Versus Young Bucks.
Yep.
Versus LIJ, which is Hiromu and Naito.
Yep.
Yep. I enjoyed this match. It was just like your standard tornado tag match where everyone's just getting to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
and
good.
Naito did not look as battered as he. He didn't look super battered yesterday, but. We know that guy is battered.
Yeah. The only time he looked like to me that he was battered was when he was making the entrance. And you know, when he was kind of like waddling.
Wobbly.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this isn't good. But then in the match,
he even sniffed some coke before he came out. And that's why he was all off his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or literally, he can't walk properly. His knees are gone.
And he waits through the ring like, hey, I'm going to inject something into my knees. I'm good for the next 30 minutes. And then
even that, well, you could argue that because he had the mask on as well. You couldn't see out the eye holes properly, maybe. And then he's just making sure he didn't flop on the floor.
Yeah. But,
we didn't mention it yesterday, but Hiromu with his style looking.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
No, it suits the character though because it's just wacky. Yeah, I have to say it. But he wore the same thing, similar. Was it the exact same thing? I don't know if it's the exact same thing.
I think it was
similar.
Might have been. I don't know. It might be similar.
And then when Naito coming out in his suit, it's like okay, okay, you know,
no coordination here. Yeah,
even though you're on the same team, your personalities are so different.
Yeah, and like this match. Yeah. Okay, I really didn't. It was weird. All right, so. I kind of, they made a big thing about Young Bucks coming back.
Yeah.
Then I thought, the part of me was like, no, they're not going to win because what's the point? And then as the match started, I was like, they have to win, right? Because then what was the point of making a big thing about them coming back?
Yeah.
And then out of all the other teams, well, the only ones that seem like it makes sense for them to win.
Well, okay, logically speaking.
Yeah.
Rokans and Jeff Cobb could have won because they actually had the titles. Rokans still had the titles before, so they could be. right?
Yeah.
The Jacksons, like you said, just come back, so there could be a new spark to whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're giving it. And LIJ also tonight was last run, so
Yeah.
they could have won.
So they could have won,
right?
yeah.
I think enough people had enough of idea of
who.
All right, yeah, the chances are decent for each team.
Yeah. Which, yeah. So if any of them won, but okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. But then it kind of just makes sense about the Bucks. When you're watching, like, yeah, this kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because, you know.
Well, first of all, it makes most sense because you want Naito and Hiromu in chase mode.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Bucks lost the titles, the AEW titles to Private Party.
Yeah.
And it seems like they lose the titles so they could win these titles. But usually, sometimes you can hold both sets of titles.
Yeah.
So...
I think apparently the Young Bucks are meant to drop their titles a lot earlier.
Like, They said they were going to drop it earlier too. They didn't mention who, but the plans changed 3 or 4 times, and the title the reign got extended. Longer than where they thought it was going to be, and they weren't going to lose to Private Party.
No,
but they ended up losing them because of the crowd reactions they were Private Party, which is good on them. They just kind of went with the flow.
Yeah, because they kind of knew, like, yeah, it makes more sense, which I respect them for. But this is one of the matches as well. And another match where the commentary kind of annoyed me. Because it kept on like trying to say that the Young Bucks and that are evil for leaving New Japan to go to AEW.
Yeah.
And I was like, but they kind of made your company, them and Kenny, plus some other people, kind of made your company worldwide known. So this tack you're kind of taking now is kind of weird.
The low road, yeah?
Yeah, but I get it's trying to tell a story, but it just come off like kind of bitter in real life as well.
See, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You could be a heel commentator, without it being like taking personal attacks, sort of thing.
Because how it sounded like.
Because Nigel McGuinness does that all the time.
All the time,
right?
yeah, and it's funny. I mean, like,
yeah.
But this just came off like you seem bitter.
Yeah.
Alright, but I don't get why, because your company's kind of fine ever since they left anyway. So I don't get... It's not like when, like... This is a prime example. Like when AJ, Bobby Roode and all that left like TNA. And TNA literally dipped. Literally till recently, right? So if a commentary kind of did that, I'll be like, okay, I kind of get it. But New Japan didn't dip. They kind of gradually kind of riz. Not... same projection when they had the others.
Because they lost the stars that they needed. I think they kind of went on a slant.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a super dip. Yeah, but you get what you mean. But it's just kind of weird. It felt weird to me. But
they must have felt like Ring of Honor when Ring of Honor was like, okay,
see, Ring of Honor I can understand though. Like, I mean, like when the Bucks and all that left Ring of Honor, I can understand that.
Because... No. I just mean like when Ring of Honor, like it was a separate entity from AEW. Right?
Yeah,
and all the stars that are coming from Ring of Honor, all of a sudden they get snatched here and there and everywhere. And they're like, we could probably be bitter.
Yeah. But they didn't.
We're going to call ourselves the federation that creates rising stars or something. They kind of marketed themselves on it.
Yeah, and which was, in my opinion, that's a smart way to go about it, rather than like, we are angry because you took everyone from us because you could pay them more than we can. Sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, sure.
But okay, so what did you think of the match? Oh, so the Bucks won with the TK driver. Yes.
yeah. Not the Meltzer driver, the TK driver.
No. Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
And we want LA. They'll probably like a forbidden door.
Yeah.
Have the Bucks lose to LIJ.
Yeah, or even because I know. He might have been there. It might be a bit before that, but it would make more sense for them to lose it then, because the Bucks can.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. On a US show, right?
Yeah, or the Bucks can even come back and forth, because I don't think they will be bothered.
I only say put him by the door, by the way, because it's a bigger audience.
Yeah.
The most screen time. It's just like when Moxley won the title from Naito, and then Naito beat Moxley at Forbidden Door. Even though the match wasn't great, we're just like,
I forgot about
the amount of eyes on the product. That's what they,
I totally forgot about that. Ooh, sorry,
right.
Because that match was terrible.
So yeah, look, it was a good match to disguise. Disguise Naito's limitations, but we'll see where he is
in a couple of weeks.
By the time he has a match, where he hasn't had a match on the night before.
Yeah.
And I think the tag division is good for him. Heal up.
Yeah, because I don't think he needs another title reign, because his last 2 title reigns weren't that great because of injuries and stuff. And
Hiromu can carry the load.
Yeah. Even though I kind of thought as well that Hiromu one of them might have turned on each other in this. Yeah. But I'm glad they kind of didn't, because it kind of ruined Wrestle Kingdom. You could do
what's left of LIJ, right?
Yeah. Because that's another group that's kind of like, we're kind of together, we're not. Yeah. But yeah, good match. Good tag team match from New Japan.
Good multi-man style match as well, by the way, because New Japan don't usually do triple threats, and then triple threats in the tag team as well.
Yeah, so it's like,
I know they're doing it more often, but it seems like they're now just trying to kind of get used to how those things get mapped out.
Because I've noticed that since Tanahashi taken over, they've kind of adapted more Western things and tested them both, which I'm alright with. It's like, that's pretty cool. You're trying something new.
Well, you gotta you gotta work towards your own market.
Yeah.
And then the markets that you're going to go to.
Yeah, exactly.
For tours as well. So
so that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some British style wrestling when they visit the UK.
Yeah.
Even though when Tanahashi won the British World Heavyweight Rev Pro title, he didn't wrestle a British style.
No. He probably fell into that match, but yeah. And I like Tanahashi.
Wait, I think Masaru Suzuki also won the Rev Pro title.
Yeah, he did,
British title at one point.
I know he had the tag team titles with Zack Sabre Jr. for a while. Yeah, for like a year or something, yeah.
Okay, next match. IWGP Global Heavyweight title. The champion, Tsuji. Yeah, that's it. Versus Jack Perry.
The scapegoat, yeah.
Yeah, the scapegoat. It was a fine match. Actually, you know what? I was like, what the level of where Jack Perry is, and where the global title is, there's a difference. But I think he kind of got to the level where during this match where you're like, okay, I can see them here in the periphery of that area.
Yeah, I can see him moving into he can move into that quite nicely rather than like. Before, like, you're probably like Neverweight's division. Before
his TNT title run.
Yeah.
Like when he had that one time match against Sanada.
Yeah, which made no sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and even it was Jungle Boy, it was face Jungle Boy, not heel Jungle Boy.
Yeah, which made it even more confusing. Like, what is this a thing? Yeah.
But here, heel Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
No, heel Jack Perry because he's not Jungle Boy anymore. After TNT title reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can see it. Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to win mainly because
Suji just won it yesterday. Yeah.
But it was like, okay, that guy, he's there showcasing where he has risen up to.
Yeah.
As far as Jack Perry is concerned.
Yeah.
So I can see him do more stuff later on, and even if traveling back to Japan, just be like an annoying pest to get the rematch.
Because I like as well.
If he won this title at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I can see it happening at Forbidden Door. Like
because they got 8 months to build.
Yeah, I can see it happening. I'm like, okay, I'll be all right with it. Like, okay, that makes sense. He's progressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he just needs to get more hated heel heat.
Yes.
Rather than be, I don't want to say we like the Miz, right?
Yeah.
So when I say Miz style heat, what I'm saying is the Miz does not have super credibility as far as being an England threat.
Yeah, like, yes, that's the best way of putting it. Yeah. But because of his persona, how he like on the mic, he can like eviscerate a lot of people on the mic.
Yeah.
So he kind of makes up what he lacks in the ring with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's necessary in ring because he can do stuff.
He can do stuff. Yeah.
For them, how they put his matches together.
Yeah.
They don't make him look like, I can kick the crap out of anybody.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson gets to does that.
Yeah.
So, and even when he's pest heel, he's still kicking the crap out of people.
Yeah.
Still giving them stiff-looking standing kicks, even though they're safe.
So
that sort of thing.
So Jack Perry could this is to bring him up a bit. Like, I like as well how they kind of said he is still a part of House of Torture, but isn't. I mean, how they kind of left it in the open, like, we don't know, but we're not going to say he isn't. I was like, okay.
Yeah, if he stays in New Japan for a little bit, I wouldn't mind. Not saying I'll get Jack Perry off my TV.
Right? Yeah.
But if New Japan, they're like, okay, I know he stayed there for a while as well before, but if he stays in the global heavyweight title area, with New Japan, if he's there for like 4 months or whatever,
then put it back with Alzordo.
And then he can come back. Then when he comes back to AEW, and then he can challenge again. You know, just got to keep around that upper mid card.
But they need to do the same for that to work though. They got to do the same sort of thing with him in AEW, kind of keep him in like put him above the. It's gonna sound really bad. Above the TNT title, like make him
after all the masterful work our boy Christian Cage has been doing with that.
Yeah, but like even Christian's above that now. So like you kind of put him in like the international, continental sort of bit around there.
You
so
know,
then
it's
he
strange
seems
that Jack Perry was not in the Continental Classic.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like he should have been in more than Darby because what's Darby got?
Well, Darby's got a storyline. I know why he's in there, right?
Yeah, but even that storyline doesn't.
And why they put Juice in there to take all the losses, right?
Yeah.
Sean Benjamin on the other hand is like, why was he in there?
Yeah. But
Daniel, not to knock Daniel Garcia because he had the TNT title. So why would you put a person with a title that's not the Continental title?
Yeah.
In a Continental Classic where he potentially lose to people and then make the
it doesn't. You could have easily swapped.
It was good that they did the draw with Okada and Daniel Garcia, but really shouldn't have put him in that position.
No, shouldn't have done it. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. It's not.
I mean, Jack Perry could have taken his place and then and then you got heel tactics, but
but anyways. We don't get paid to book.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
So this was a good match as well. I like this match.
He won with what's his name? Suji won with the Gene Blast. His nickname
for some reason though, I was expecting this match to go a bit longer.
Yeah, same. Like.
I thought that like where they finished was where they were going to do the heat up.
Yeah.
And go another 5 minutes where they just gonna not power moves, but do their
sequences.
Get their false pins and stuff like that.
Yeah, but no, just the Gene Blast.
And good on Jack Perry for setting it as well, because when he rolls outside, he get an ice pack to put on his side.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, bless him. Oh, Gene Blast. I just don't understand what that means.
Yeah. But it was a good match overall. I did enjoy it as well. The next match on the other hand. Oh, the best match on the card.
Best match on the card. If you
probably should have been actually the last match, but look, first of all, Kenny Omega coming out with his Final Fantasy sounding theme music.
Well, it's actually composed by.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay. By the person composed 14 and 16, something like that. Yeah. Like, oh wow.
So good on him, right? You got a comeback music, right? He got own signature theme as well now, so maybe he'll use that from now on, or maybe just use that when he's in Japan. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Because when he came out to One Winged Angel in Wrestle Kingdom, and then at Forbidden Door he came out to Devil Sky.
Yeah, and then when he was at AEW, back and forth from Devil Sky and Battle Cry, I'm like, this is confusing me.
Anyway, Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd, Bullet Club member. I don't know where he is in Bullet Club, but after this match, he should be the leader. You know.
Yes, which makes we'll get into that.
And also, I just assumed this because Gabriel Kidd had the New Japan Strong title.
Yeah.
Openweight title. I thought this was going to be a title match.
That's what I thought until like halfway through, and he said something like, "Wait, what?"
Oh. And he didn't come out with the title either.
No.
That's why I thought maybe he lost it then.
No, he still has it.
Yeah, he still got it. I think they should have just had whatever the outcome was at this point. They should have just had it as a title match because then it elevates the title as well.
Yeah, because having someone like Kenny having that title, and then if Gabe Kidd they will have another match and Gabe Kidd wins, it kind of makes him look better. Yeah.
Even if Gabe Kidd beat Kenny Omega,
then
that title looks grand, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's no loss to have the title on the line, but they decided not otherwise.
No.
Even though, okay, we'll skip to the finish. We know Kenny Omega's not going to win it. He's not going to lose his comeback match. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you can't let him lose, right?
But there was a possibility because the way they were building it, right? Towards the end of the match, it was like, oh, actually, he could. He was taking moves, man.
Yeah.
And Gabe Kidd was looking good throughout the thing.
Yeah.
Actually, when Gabe Kidd came, within the 30 minutes of the match.
Yeah.
Gabriel Kidd came out and he looked like he was the underdog.
Yeah.
And then he just started fighting the guy back on his own level and even more. And I was like, oh, you know what? This type of match is the match Show should have had yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you'd have been like, Show from there to there, and all of a sudden he's going up 10 levels. He's doing like in Dragon Ball Super, where all of his time skips just going level up and level up. It used to be 0.1
of a second. Now it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but yeah, I enjoy this match.
Yeah,
like there's knocks on it,
but
it's nothing to do with the match itself. But
the thing I didn't enjoy in this match is when straight up Kenny took 2 chair shots right to the head because he had a chair in his hand.
Yeah.
So they're going to go and block it, right? But you didn't need to do that.
No.
Gabriel Kidd, like when he was turn to take the headshots, I think he took one kind of.
He took the first one, and the second one he
put his hands up like he should have.
Yeah.
You know?
But
unless you're going to say they were gimmick chairs as well, but that's
even if they're gimmick, like they're not the steel chairs, they're like the plastic ones, but still, like you shouldn't be hitting someone in the head with like a plastic chair.
And then finally Gabriel Kidd grew a brain and started attacking Kenny's intestines. I was like, oh man, you should have done that. If you should have your very first move should have been that. like
a punch to the kidney straight away.
You know what's funny as well? During the last 2/3 of this, during the last third of this match, right?
Yeah.
He did an abdominal stretch, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. That move is like it's a very basic move and stuff like that. But how'd you get a reaction like that? Just from a move like that?
I was like, is this gonna be the finish? Like you're doing a stretch, really?
I would have thought as well. I was hoping. I know because I know the way he did it was a bit more a relaxed kind of hold, so Kenny didn't actually have to bear it, right? But I think he should have threw elbows into.
Yeah, that's what I thought because he kind of had his elbow there at a point, and then he just kind of like flexing or whatever. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
But obviously, he wouldn't throw actual direct elbows. You just use your tricep to hit the guy's abdominals. Yeah. But still, it's just been like, oh, now you're going for. You're going to give him red icon damage.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. The one thing, like, there's a few little things. The match itself, right, with the participants in it, I have nothing. I can't knock it. Even though I'm not really a Gabriel Kidd fan, I kind of like respect him off of this. Still not like one of my favorites, whatever.
Okay.
But
I didn't know anything about him during the before this match. Right? But when it came, when coming out of him, like lead on Bullet Club right there, that's where that should be.
Like what kind of started to annoy me with this was. The people that came out with him just shouting mother F on mother F. I'm like, okay, this is getting a bit old now. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll say something about that. It's on the last match we were going to say. Yeah.
And then once again, commentary. Like, it's like, dude, you're like, what was that guy's name? Like, I normally like
Chris
him.
Cohen?
He's the English guy, right?
I can't remember.
But yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, like normally I like him.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Like normally I like him on commentary. He's pretty like insightful and stuff like that. But this one again was like, we get it. You love New Japan, right? But you sound like a bitter ex-girlfriend. Like Kenny went off and did this, and it's all about the money. I'm like, okay.
I was trying to work out, and I couldn't quite remember. Right? He did say something. In the middle of someone else's match, and I was trying to work out whether it's this one or some previous, right? And I thought it was mainly this one. That's why I didn't say it until now. But he was saying about how you can't compare, like, so Okada won the Continental Classic.
Yeah. You can't compare the Continental Classic
to the G1.
Yeah.
Because it's not a major tournament.
Yeah.
And then later on, he backtracks.
Yeah, that's the thing, stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know. This is where you come off as a shill. It's like we get that you love New Japan, you work for him, but you can't be this. Like I don't. It just come off really. It just put me off a lot. I was like,
I will say, if he said, for example, the Continental Classic is a major considered a major tournament, but not as great as the G1.
Yeah, because
the G1's been around since the 70s.
Yeah,
and accumulate some sort of legacy.
It's
just been around 2 years and trying to build it.
Yeah.
So it is a major tournament, just as not as great as the tournament we hold.
Yeah.
Fine, right?
Fine, yeah. But kind of
because
like,
you're knocking it, but you're also giving it props and saying why you're doing it, rather than, you know what, I like it and I don't like them.
Yeah, that's how it came off. And it's like,
so everything they do is wrong.
Yeah, and I was like, but again, it's not something bad. But at this point, like, you kind of need AEW more than they need you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to get to the American market stuff, you need them more than they need you. So you can't really be saying this stuff, and there was some, when he just kept going on about, all the Bullet Club leaders went off and for bigger money. I'm like, that's what people do. You know what I mean? If I'm working for New Japan, right, and they give me like $100,000 a year, and the AW comes, hey, by the way, we can give you $700,000 a year. What am I gonna do? What are you gonna take?
Yeah. And they probably, to be like, your logic is sound because they like, Okada, we can offer you this amount to be the main star or whatever. Right? AEW's like, we can offer you more. Yeah. And then Okada being treated as good as he was at New Japan was like, well, I can't pass up this offer because, it was kind of, this is
like,
why wouldn't you, if it was your company, you created Okada?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want him to stay?
Yeah.
But obviously, if someone's going to have more money, then you can't really do anything about that,
No.
And you can't really promise something then
not fulfill. Yeah.
Which is what some people in other organizations did in 1997. So.
Yeah. Contract negotiation going wrong. But but
we promise you 20 years, but
we actually can't. Maybe you should go with the other people. They're going to pay you more.
Well, if you don't go, we'll make you go.
Yeah. And then everyone
okay.
But besides that, match.
Yeah, and I think Gabriel Kidd should turn on David Finlay, just take over control.
Yeah, he should. But like,
you know what? Gabriel Kidd here just comes across to me, the way he comes out, the way he's dressed, and he's just a rough and tumble kind of guy. Like how Shibata comes across.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about his character a bit much though is like, and this is like these sort of characters in general, like when someone has to tell you that I'm a mad man and stuff like that, no. You know what I mean? Like, a mad person doesn't know they're mad. They're just mad. Yeah, for you to reinforce me that you're mad, it's like, okay. Yeah. It's an act.
It's true.
Yeah. That's the only thing. And the other two guys at Bullet Club, I didn't mind them until this match. I was like, I can't stand these guys. They're just always jumping around like, mother ever.
Like they're hopped up on something.
Right? Yeah, and like, oh, come on, man.
PCP.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. You should, at least you could have done this in the David Finlay match because no one cares. But,
you could be set dressing on that match. Right?
Yeah, not this. You don't
need to be set dressing in this match.
No, but it was.
There was a bit where I said, Kenny, what did he do? He powerbombed Gabriel Kidd. Okay, it was on the outside. And I'm like, is he going to powerbomb on the apron? No, he powerbombed over the table.
Through the table.
Over the barrier.
Oh.
And then all Gabriel Kidd's and the Young Lions, right?
Yeah.
They go to pick him up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's all bleeding as well. And I'm like, okay. And then Kenny does the senton dive to the outside. I'm like, oh, that's why they're all there. It makes sense.
Like, that makes sense. And then
and then he had to get an ice pack. Like they were down for a very long time.
Yeah.
Then he get an ice pack for his hip. I'm like, oh, he must have taken a horrible landing there.
But you know it was as well. I think that's when Gabriel bladed as well because it was there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I think he might have bladed before that for some reason, right? When he took the powerbomb, he was coming up bleeding.
Yeah, and I was like, but your face didn't hit anything? But sure.
Yeah.
And then one of the kids Young Lion came to give him an ice pack, Kenny, and he kind of kicked him away. And then I think that was when he tried to make him become the heel of the match, which lasted all of 2 seconds because then after that no one cared. Because in this match there was no heel or face realistically. It was just like two guys who apparently
towards the end. I want to say Kenny became more doing more heelish stuff, but he's just like, you know what? I'm going to end this guy. That sort of hard-hitting strike.
Yeah.
And Gabriel Kidd looked good for kicking out. The fire. So it wasn't necessarily a face heel turn in the middle of the match. It's just more of like,
I need to do what I need to do. Yeah. It like, as I call it, they had the fighting spirit, right? That's what they kept saying, like, this is all about fighter spirit because they both embody wrestling in some way.
I didn't mind after, did Gabriel, he took a good couple of V-triggers. Yeah. And he took a move and he kicked out.
Yeah.
Like, there was pile drivers. They were pile driving each other as well, right?
Yeah.
But he took a V-trigger and I think he kicked out one, which at that point, late in the match, made sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
Right? And then he just, he ate a Kumagai.
Yeah.
And a one-winged angel after that. And I was like, okay.
He's dead after that. He was dead off the Kamagoye. But
it makes sense for the kick out at one because once he kicked out, Kenny's like, F this guy, exclamation point.
I'm done with this.
Full on.
Yeah. So
make sure he don't get up.
Murdered him.
Well, he kind of had to, right? Looking like a heel,
Yeah, that's why it makes sense. Like, okay, cool. Because I thought no, if he kicks out the one wing angel, like not being bad.
No, I was like, no. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, no. But
like,
also, what was he doing? Gabriel I think did he give Kenny 2 power drivers in a row or something like that? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, he gave him a power driver, then he gave him another like hook leg power driver afterwards. Yeah.
And then I was like, Kenny, don't kick out that, right?
No,
not because they didn't want to kick out, but like, you nullified the 2 power drivers in a row, like we saw the day before.
Yeah.
Kenny put his foot on the rope, so I was like, okay, yeah.
That makes more sense rather than like the kick out. Like, really? The foot on the rope's are more like I can't move. I can muster wisdom to move my foot rather than I can use my whole body to. Yeah.
But this match was really good because it was like brawling.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Even
like what the rules of this match, but in the ring as well, they hit each other. Right.
Yeah.
And then just straight up strike, like wrestling, like move. Pound. I wasn't saying necessarily pound moves, but big impact moves and strikes.
Yeah, because I know the commentary even said like this is a special match, so there's like it's basically no DQ. I was like, okay, that can kind of get around what happens later with the chairs and that stuff. Like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Still, I think Kenny should have won the open weight.
Yeah, it would make more sense. Yeah.
And then when he has his all-in match with Okada for the Countdown title, it's also title versus title because he's got a New Japan Strong title, which then elevates that as well.
Yeah.
Because where would you say the New Japan Openweight Strong title is ranks
in New Japan?
Below the Never title?
No, I wouldn't put it that. Like,
okay,
all the New Japan main titles are here.
Yeah,
that's even, and then the Strong titles are like off screen there, and it's only relevant when we remember they're relevant. Yeah, it's kind of like New Japan Strong is New Japan's Ring of Honor in a way. It's only relevant when they remember it's relevant. And it's kind of bad. Like the women's strong title is more relevant than the male's one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why they needed Kenny to win the title.
Yeah, I'm saying
they can bring it up, like to relevance.
Yeah, because at least the women's one's like I would say is adjacent to like the main New Japan one.
It's only relevant because Mercedes has it.
Yeah.
Once she loses it, all of a sudden it doesn't exist.
It's not existable. Like it's same with the women's IWGP title. I legit forgot that existed until yesterday. Legit forgot because
even though Mercedes held that title and Kyrie held the title, right?
The only 2 people I remember holding it.
Yeah. And Julia did not hold that title.
No. She did
hold the New Japan Strong title.
Yeah.
Women's title.
Yeah, when it was relevant. No, I say when it's relevant. It's always been, I said that one's always been relevant compared to that.
This match was so good. Even Tanahashi at commentary was rolling
crying.
Yeah. So I have to say, was it because he's like, Kenny Omega come back and do all the stuff, all the quality of the match, or was it like his boy Gabriel Kidd?
I think it's both.
His boy became a man during this match.
I think it's both. I was like, he's probably like, I wish I could still do this.
and then people were joking. He had the exact opposite reaction when Showa had the match yesterday.
Yeah, he's like, he had the Antonio Inoki reaction to when Luke Gallows was wrestling someone, and it's very terrible. And he came in halfway through the match, started slapping everyone. Oh, that's how it should have been. But yeah, no, everyone, check this out. Check this match out. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay, and last match on the card, New Japan.
IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet.
Yeah.
We were saying yesterday, Ricochet's chances of winning aren't the greatest. He's
drastic go down.
He's not exactly high on the AEW roster either.
No.
And he's just kind of freshly turning to a
heel,
smug, arrogant heel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This match was good though. This match was good. Not to knock it, right?
No.
And Ricochet's high flying style and Zack Sabre's submission style is like you think, all right.
Yeah.
But it was a good combination, actually.
Yeah.
Like they said in the commentary, they've been working together they've had a good couple of matches.
Before they both went to wherever after, 2014, they said, where they both went different ways, whatever.
Yeah. And this was like you were saying about the swearing in the previous match.
Yeah.
When they come back from the outside, I think Zack Sabre was going to get counted out, even though Ricochet wouldn't have won the title on the counter. So I don't know why you get back in the ring and start counting with the referee as well.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and Actually, I think there's. Oh, wait. I think there actually is a rule in New Japan, if I remember correctly. In a title match, you can win by count out.
Okay.
Yeah, I only remember that now because I remember something about it. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But sorry, Carrot. Sorry to break your thought.
And then when Zack Sabre gets back in the ring, Ricochet calls him an AMFer, right? Samuel Jackson's favorite word.
Yeah. And
then Zack Sabre's like, you calling me an MF, you dickhead? And I was like, okay, you heard that's fine, right?
Yeah.
and then Ricochet calls him an MF again. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. And then they slap each other, and then he's like, okay, well, at least that leads to the slap section of the match, which makes sense. But like, Cameron's just catching blatant swearing like that.
Like, I remember first seeing this gonna sound really weird. Make me sound like a prude. When I first saw New Japan, like with English people, and I was like, when AKG swore, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But now, because it's like so overdone, it's like,
only works when Tamatonga does it, right?
Yeah. Because that was funny. But you know, like after now, it's just like when you hear like Gator just shouting out swear words for no reason, like, wait. Why?
I have to say that the fact that they actually did get Tamatonga to tone down in WWE, that is probably quantity is just going to drop, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be wanting to say and they just have to cut himself short.
Yeah. That's but
but there's some very good stuff here. However, sometimes like Ricochet did a shooting star press on Zack Sabre Jr., who kicked out, and I'm like, yeah, but a shooting star press is a finish.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just say Ricochet did the move and then he kind of rolled off him for whatever, right? Or Zack Sabre's got his foot on the rope, right?
Yeah.
At least you don't nullify the shooting star press, which is a spectacular move you should be able to when you be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone could do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even though he could do it really easily, But it's just like, but it shouldn't be a move that even though also I think Ospreay's done matches where he's done a shooting star press on someone to get that finish. Like.
Yeah, but it's like that. Like I kind of in my head canon, this is how I get around things like that, right? And I think we might have mentioned this before. Cause like, you know the Jack of all trades, master of none sort of thing. That's saying it.
Yeah.
Like in my head, the wrestlers have like multiple sort of moves. It kind of waters it down because it's not one of their main moves. That's why like, so for example, like Randy Orton's RKO is like cut as the most devastating cutter in all of wrestling because he's focused on that move. But when someone else does it, it's just like, oh, it's a transitional.
Like you get the Cody cut and the Oz cut and stuff
and like the super kicks as well at this point. Like Shawn Michaels and Dolph's super kicks are like the most protected ones.
Yeah.
But the Young Bucks ones are like at 25%. That's why it doesn't really do anything. You know what I mean? Like I have that sort of logic in my head to kind of get around things like that.
Okay.
So
I will say, like when AG does the springboard for 50 and people kick out, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when there's a corner standing for 50, like when you got a top turnbuckle and do it, I'm like, people should get out of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah.
Even though it's the same.
It's the same thing, but it's like it shouldn't. Yeah.
If anything, the springboard for 450
should be more
powerful because you're rebounding off the rope and getting more elevation. Getting more elevation.
Yeah, more. Yeah, exactly. To bring down more power. Yeah, rather than just. That makes sense. Now you said that, that makes sense.
So we're not gonna have to cuss AJ Styles.
Oh no, can't cuss Uncle Alan. Yeah.
Though to be fair, I think he does use that as a secondary finisher sometimes.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. That if he's not using the forearm, because he doesn't really use the style clash that much as a finisher, innit? Only like
because he's not allowed to use it really.
I think it depends who he's doing it with.
Yeah.
And
how it depends if you've taken the ball and he knows how to he can trust you to take it.
Yeah,
because you don't want to break your neck with it.
Because of the Ellsworth situation not many years ago. Yeah, when he nearly did it and realized like, nope. Yeah.
Exactly. This match was cool, but not. Unfortunately, it was the main event, and it would have been the main event quality if Kenny Omega's match wasn't before it.
Yeah, that's the only thing in it. Yeah.
The most of this match, most of his cards were structured pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just that, Kenny Omega's comeback match, unless they were told to tone it down, unless they would have been told to tone it down, this match couldn't really follow it.
No. Kind of like
no fault for the guys that are there. It was a good match.
I wouldn't because like the Kenny Omega match, like it did kind of tire me out. How good it was. And this match wasn't like, ooh. Like, you know, there'd be matches where, like, for example, what was it? I think it was like one of the Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels matches was like the second main event at WrestleMania, and the match after it kind of tanked because of that. I wouldn't say it was that level. Like, this match was still good because, you know, had Zack Sabre Jr., one of the best wrestlers in the world, and Ricochet.
Yeah. Who's rebuilding his persona in AEW, so it's like in that mid-transition area.
Yeah. And
like, let's just say, for example, if Claudio was in this match instead, then I could buy that he could win the title.
Yes. Yeah. Ricochet.
If it was Pac as well, I'd probably get... okay. But not Ricochet, it's just that they haven't...
Because he hasn't done that much in AEW yet for the thing, okay, he's, you know, worthy of it. Yeah, not worthy, but you know what I mean? He's on that cuspus of it. I'm like, okay, it's just a match for him to go to Japan for a weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's probably only one to put his hand up.
Slacking while he was doing
it.
He put his effort in.
Yeah.
You know? It was good.
Yeah. Like, I kind of liked as well, like, it's not a spoiler to the end, like, that, you know, Zack beat Shota with the Zack driver.
Yeah.
Or the Sabre driver, whatever it is. And then this match, he tapped that Ricochet. I kind of like that. But okay, yeah, it wasn't basically the same finish. It was like something completely different. So that's why I like it. Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what? I didn't expect it to be a finish. He started tying him up here, and then
I thought it'd be a bit more. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Where's it going?
I was expecting maybe tie him up even more to the point, and then hold him in the hold.
Yeah.
Like a super uncomfortable looking hold, and then the guy will tap out. But no,
he just tapped out. Well, not even physically. He verbally tapped out. Like, oh, okay. Huh. Good on Zack. Yay.
yeah. And then then when Zack had the mic and he was saying the thanks or whatever, that's when I assumed someone was going to come out and attack him.
No.
But no. He walked to the back, and I was like, kind of disappointed because I was like...
Even then, I was like, when he's walking up around, maybe someone's going to attack him then. No?
Yeah. Because then he could do standard Zack Sabre Jr. tantrums at the end.
Like,
the disrespect!
The disrespect. Where was you, George Michaels, and that stuff? But no, he's just... Which I kind of like they actually gave him his moment. Because, like, he's been doing, like, really good work in New Japan for the last, like, say, 8 or 9 years. So it's, like, kind of glad now you give him a championship and actually, like... treating him like he kind of deserves to be treated.
Yeah.
And he said his little bit in Japanese, which I thought was fun as well. When he called Ricochet bald in Japanese. Like, but yeah, Zack, man.
Would you say Wrestle Dynasty was actually a better card than Wrestle Kingdom?
I will have to say 100% yes. Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more.
Me too.
Yeah.
Even though you would have thought the guys that had been matches the day before would be battered.
Yeah, no.
And still couldn't perform optimally.
Yeah.
No, they were fine. They seemed to be like, you know what, whatever aches and pains I had the day before, I'm going to eat a Sensi Bean and have that 100%.
You know, be 100% for this, and then I haven't got to work again till New Year's Dash, which I think is...
ice bath all the time.
So, I would say Wrestle Dynasty has started off 2025 on a good note for wrestling. Yeah.
If this was Wrestle Kingdom instead of actual Wrestle Kingdom, would you have been happier?
Yes.
I'm nodding and saying yes too, but then it just makes it feel a bit bad to say because this match, this Wrestle Dynasty didn't even have much of a lead into it.
No,
because certain title matches weren't title matches until after
Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, it's like okay.
Their titles are also on the line there.
But I guess they tried to do that to make it sound like there's like makes stakes. It not more stakes, even though it's like all kind of written. Like, it's kind of obvious anyway. It's like.
I think it's also the return of Kenny Omega. That should have been probably... That's a big thing. So it should have been on your main card.
Yeah.
And even if Wrestle Kingdom just had the Kenny Omega match and Gabriel Kidd match, it would have boosted the overall ranking of Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that you like someone like Gabriel Kidd, who they've been pushing a lot for the last like 8-9 months. You don't have him on Wrestle Kingdom. That's like... For example, like not having Jey Uso at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? It's like, because, you know, they built him up so much and, like, he's a big thing. It's like not having him on there. Like, oh, yeah, nah, he can just be on this Raw after SmackDown. I mean, Raw after WrestleMania. Like, wait, what? Okay, sure. So, yeah, there's a bit of things they could have changed about Wrestle Kingdom, but overall, Wrestle Dynasty was better.
If you were to just recommend one of the two, you would say you recommend Wrestle Dynasty.
Yep, big time.
Yeah, me too. So, it's a bit of a
yeah, because I even said to one of my friends at work. He mainly only watches AEW, and then because AEW people at Wrestle Kingdom, Dynasty, he goes, "Oh, do you think I should get the?" Because he's doing it for Triller as well. Like, oh, do you think I should get the bundles? Like, no, just get Wrestle Dynasty. Don't worry about Wrestle Kingdom. Because what do you mean? Like,
well, yeah, but if you're only watching AEW, then it makes sense just to follow the people that the AEW people are on. Yeah,
because like if you try and watch this, I kind of keep my toes. I keep knowledge of what's going on at Wrestle King in New Japan, but this I just had no care for. So you should just watch Wrestle Dynasty. They'll probably explain to you what you need to watch, knowing that. So yeah, just
even though you'll get to the Michael Cole levels of when heel Michael Cole was hating on people for for no reason.
Yeah, you will get that.
Yeah, and sometimes you're like, you need to adjust how you say certain things if you're meant to heel commentator.
Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. But yeah, I just say, just watch Wrestle Dynasty, people. Just watch that.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Definitely that.
It's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, obviously, we're going to say Wrestle Dynasty, which actually seemed to have no storyline consequence to anything.
No.
Was better than Wrestle Kingdom, which did have a lot of storylines going into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it make sense.
Well, maybe because it was easy for them, people just be like, "This is a wrestling show, and we'll just wrestle."
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. But because I know that's New Japan sort of thing. Like their thing is wrestling, but I don't know. I think with Tanahashi, it might change a bit of that now because you can see he's kind of influenced by Western stuff. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, he's early into the reign of Tanahashi's presidency.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much changes he can. What are the other just things to?
Yeah. Hopefully good.
All right. Okay, that'll be us signing off for this episode. We got AEW Revolution coming in March.
Yeah.
Oh no! That's in February sometime, right? But before that, Royal Rumble, which is on February the 1st now.
Yeah, February the 1st. I think it's like mid-March or near the end.
Wait, Revolution mid-March or was it mid-February?
I think it's mid-March.
Is it?
I think so.
For some reason, I thought it was February.
I don't know. You might be right. I might have changed it. Let me just quickly.
Oh, was it on February last year?
No, I think that last year. I'm pretty sure it was in March last year. All right.
Okay. In that case, and definitely Royal Rumble is on in February the 1st. So we'll do that next.
Yeah.
We'll see who wins that. Oh, actually, who do you think is going to win the Rumble?
Oh, that is a good one. I'll tell
you this, right? They seem to do house shows in Germany / Austria where CM Punk was having cage matches with Gunther.
Yeah.
And then Dominic Mysterio came to fudge the ending, so both get protected.
Yeah. Oh wait, Revolution. Yeah, it's the 9th of March.
Okay.
I feel like either Roman. Actually, I don't know. Does Roman need to win a Royal Rumble? No.
Well, Roman needs to be in it so The Rock can throw him out.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Like, either...
Well, look, I'm only saying that because the new Bloodline does need some credibility behind it. And
yeah.
If you look at the new Bloodline members, you're like, how many times have you guys won?
Yeah. None. Well, the tag titles.
Roman Reigns has won more titles by himself than the entire lot.
A lot of them, yeah. Like, the only thing... either Punk might
And now
win.
we're going to say Roman Reigns won more title in the past 4 years when he held... No, 4 years when he held that title for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the tag title, like the new Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Toa Longas held the tag titles, and Solo held the North
NXT,
title.
yeah. Anything I could think, maybe Cena might win the Rumble.
Get three win the Rumble for the 3rd time, like Stone Cold.
Yeah, same thing.
To challenge Cody. I don't even think that he needs to win the Rumble to challenge Cody.
No, he doesn't. He's on again. Like it's one thing. Like Cena and Rock.
Here's a chance. Here's one where I'll give it to Cena if he walks in and he gets a title shot. This time, fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Then like I don't know, Seth. Yes, maybe Punk. I don't know. It's a weird. I don't know. It's a one a few years again.
Do you think Seth and Punk will both fall out at the same time, and then it'll be a triple threat match for Gunther's title?
Could be.
Yeah, because the whole gimmick, the whole beef is Seth Rollins basically was saying, "Oh, Punk, you can't headline WrestleMania. You'll never ever do it.
Never. I've done it twice. Whatever. Yeah.
Not without me, right?
Yeah.
But then that way,
then
you can say you still couldn't do it. I was there. With you. You know? I dragged you up to my level.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So I'm quite interested. Like, yeah. But who do you think's gonna win the Women's Rumble?
Well, now that Tiffy Time's already got the title, I'm not, and I don't honestly, I don't want Rhea Ripley to win the title because she doesn't need to win the title.
You know, she doesn't. No. But I feel like she might win it.
Who, Rhea Ripley?
I reckon, like on this Netflix, when Raw goes to Netflix this week, I think Liv and Rhea's got a title match, right? I reckon Liv might win, and then I think Rhea might win the Rumble.
See, would you have liked it if they have their match, Liv wins, and the Tiffany Stratton cashes in right on Liv? On Rhea Ripley after that to take the title.
I don't know.
That would have probably made a bit more sense, I think. I
don't know, because like for unpredictability, like okay, that's cool, but then it's like, but why? They've never interacted. You know what I mean? Like, it's
other than to take the spotlight away from Liv getting beat up to all the time, because that's what she just seemed to be a punching bag for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Your girl Charlotte Flair will probably just come and win it.
Charlotte, if she, like, I'll say Charlotte at this point as well. She can walk in right now and say, "I designed the title match," and get it because she's done enough.
I don't know about that myself, really, but be interesting if Julia actually makes an appearance in the Rumble.
Nah, shit, I don't think she should. No.
Look, okay. If Asuka makes an appearance and Julia makes an appearance, and then you get the entire Japanese contingent there. From all the women.
Nah, I think.
Okay, you think it'd be a bit too much for that. All the Japanese women are like that Spider-Man in each other.
No, not even that. It's like because Julia hasn't done much yet in NXT because they're building up to her now doing stuff in NXT. Yeah. Like to kind of, I feel like.
Look, no doubt she'll have the NXT Women's title at that point. So.
Yeah, but then have her in the Rumble and then she gets thrown out. It's like. Well,
it depends who gets thrown out by, right? Because Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. Can just speaking of that just reminds me with Roxanne Perez when we were saying about how she was slapping her thighs before. Ricochet just loves slapping his thighs.
Yeah.
I was like, gotta hide them a bit better, mate.
Yeah, because there's one where he did a kick and he missed it, so he didn't tap his leg, and then he did the kick after where he did hit it, and he's like, dude, man, just you made it obvious now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm quite interested now. I feel like this Royal Rumble is quite unpredictable. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Jordan Grace has finally finished her run with TNA, and then she can just decide to walk in and get a title shot. We'll see. Maybe and we'll get to the Jade Cargill Bianca Belair when we find out who threw Jade Cargill onto the car.
Onto the car and.
And then it turns out she threw herself onto the car because she didn't want to be a tag champion with Bianca Belair, and then she got rid of herself.
Yeah, she didn't have to say, "I don't want to be a partner anymore," so she threw herself onto the car.
Exactly.
Wrestling's dumb.
And then it'll be like, "You made me do it, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Therefore, you are wrong, and I hate you."
And you're like,
"Pure logic doesn't need to make sense."
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, I agree with you." Jade, what I did was wrong? Question mark? Yeah.
What I made you do was wrong. Yes.
Yeah. What I made you do because I didn't make you do it. Like, okay. Sure.
Yeah. I'd say I'm intrigued. Like the women's Rumble. I don't think that you could say any people were particularly top runners for it.
Yeah.
Which makes it a bit more intriguing. And the men's Rumble also, they've got people that you think like maybe John Cena, maybe not, right?
Yeah, because there's so many people like there's so many choices. Like, okay, that'd be pretty.
Yeah, I mean, Drew could still.
Yes, Drew could still.
Because the hate is so
His
potent,
hate,
right?
yeah. So it's like it could happen, you know. So I'm quite excited for it.
Yeah. All right, okay, we'll catch you guys. Well, next time we talk about wrestling, we'll be at the Rumble. Next time we'll talk about something on the next episode, whatever we decide.
Yeah, we decided. We have options still.
yeah, exactly. Things might change, but you know when the standard thing they type on the pamphlets when they hand out the wrestling program.
Yeah, TBA, yet to be decided.
Yeah, it might be subject to change, and they completely be the opposite of what we said before.
So yeah, don't. When we know we're doing next, we normally say it. When we know it's like a wrestling event or something, like yeah, we're doing this or a film coming out, but and when we don't know. Well, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to us review Wrestle Dynasty 2025. Maybe there might be one next year, probably. And yeah, let us know what you thought about it. Do you think that Kenny and Gabe should have been in the main event? Do you think Ricochet should have been in the title picture? I don't know. Let us all know. And you
think Ricochet should grow hair so you don't get cold?
Yeah,
bald?
get bald and you'll. Even though you probably can't. I feel sorry for him. But yeah,
was it? I think it was at World's End, where it was Okada and Ricochet in the semi-finals for the Continental Classic.
Yeah.
And he did a snapmare on Ricochet, and then he ran. Left and right. And then he ran up and down, and then he stopped next to behind Ricochet. Went.
Yeah, and slapped him
right on the top of his head.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, like, did you need to do Okada? No, but it was great.
That was great. I hope Ricochet agreed to that, though. I mean, I hope he agreed to it. No, that's kind of mean. But yeah, let us know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That's all on top of the screen. Do what it says at the bottom. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review if you listen to it in the audio realm. And until next time, guys, I have been the man who single-handedly ruined. That's enough, me. I'm not gonna say that one. I'm the man who is probably gonna get a lawsuit from the surviving members of Prince's family, Carl Charles, and.
By the way, like the bike that shows it comes in, it doesn't look like a glamorous-looking bike.
No.
So I don't know. Is it meant to be futuristic? I don't know. But
I don't know. It's meant
then
to
it clashes with what he actually is wearing. So.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. No sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm the man who's eating unprotected share shots, even though I definitely should not be having them whatsoever because concussion protocols. But apparently in Japan they don't.
What's concussion?
Concussion don't exist, right?
Even though I swear, like one match yesterday, he kept on talking about when Zack Sabre Jr. got like DDT'd onto the apron by Shota, and he was like, you see him put his hands down, then it's like rest on his head. It's like, oh, that could be a concussion. I was like, okay, you know what concussions are. Then the next day they're hitting heads, chair shots. But okay, sure, all right, was a concussion.
Yeah. Apparently, if I don't believe in a concussion, it doesn't exist, right?
Apparently, so stupid. Oh. But yes, and until next time, guys, I'd like to thank you all for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.
Bye.